happy Tuesday, everybody. We're going to do Trading Tuesday. Guys, just before we start, I'm with Travis. We have no trading on Thursday, and I'm out for the rest of the week. So we will not have the stream tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursdays. This is the only stream for the week. So let's go and let's go deep. Hopefully, we'll have some fun this morning. So first and foremost, yesterday in the private room, we killed the AMD. AMD is similar to Palantir. I have done videos after videos after videos after videos to help you get into AMD. So this is the small account. This is not the retirement account. This is not the $300,000 accounts. This as AMD with 200 shares, cost basis 119. It's pre-market 129. Here it's another small account with some AMD shares, but most importantly, with the guys yesterday, I bought the 770, 790, 115 calls, which probably by the time it opens will double because it's not yet reflecting the 129 gap up for this morning. So again, it's one of those Picasso in the toilet that I try to help you. You know, I told you that I was shifting some of my Palantir into AMD for months, not weeks, but months. I mean, I said it, I don't know, Travis, how many times? I tried.
A lot.
A lot. And so if you go to the power indicator, day trading zone, videos, not only do I talk about it on the Wealth Wednesday live sessions, you really don't want to miss those Wealth Wednesdays. This is where the magic happens for your wealth there. And the retirement, like the $28,000 portfolio review last week. A year, look at this, 12 days ago, AMD, Tesla, Palantir, reviews. So make sure that you don't forget watching the live. Look here, a month ago, again, AMD, a lot of talk about AMD. And I believe if you go to the videos, I have been talking a lot on all those videos. Each time we talk about the retirement rebalancing portfolio about AMD. So AMD is something that I have told you to put on your radar. I hope you did, because the probability power indicator on the long-term charts still shows, let's go to this one, and we're going to put the power scanner here. And we are going to go to the entire template. We're going to remove the power trend box, and we're going to go to a weekly, and we're going to do AMD. And you're going to notice there's a lot of room still on AMD. So I have at least another 50% return on investment on AMD. Buy on blue, sell on purple. Well, what have we done? Buy on blue, sell on purple. You go here, you put the long-term calculator. We bought this 85, 105, 120 area non-stop. Buy on blue, sell on purple. And now we're going here. So AMD is on its way here, guys. You like it, you don't like it, it's the way it's going to be. AMD is going to literally go to this 150, 155 area first. And it's possible that AMD finishes the cycle at 203. All right? So now you are left, the people who missed it after probably 20 videos of talking about AMD, like I talked about Tesla for Palantir for 2 years. At this point, look at this channel on AMD, is broken. So after 2 years of AMD doing nothing, the AMD trade is very, very powerful. This is why I'm going to double my money on those options. It breaks, and I retest a little bit this 125 at one point, but that's it. You're done. This thing is going on 150, 200. And so it's where the big money is made. This is not like NQ, prop firm, payout. This is like where I'm coming this morning, and my biggest position across my retirement account on the $300,000 portfolio AMD. I think I have 1,000 shares of AMD almost. It's because if you take in consideration the 200 right there, plus I think I have 50 here, 20, 25, 35, 38, 39, 44, 45, 46, like almost 50 shares. So 250 shares, 250 shares of AMD here, the 2 calls on AMD here, plus the retirement account update on the last video that we did together, right? There's a lot of AMD flowing somewhere, you know. If you look here, and that was our wealth Wednesday from last week with all the cost basis on the retirement portfolio, you can see that 2 accounts here of AMD. I don't know if you can see very well, but even I have our time. It's 300, let's see, 300, no, 5, cannot even read. It's 555 or 355. I think it's 355. Let me see. 55 shares of AMD, right? You can see the cost basis. You can see the return on investment. And you can see that AMD at this point is representing 12.5% of the portfolio, which I have shifted the Palantir into AMD. So all of this, I tell you, because we don't have Wealth Wednesday tomorrow. I know this is a Trading Tuesday today, but I wanted to show you how in the $328,000 portfolio now, you know, I have shifted over the weeks huge profit on Palantir into AMD. I still own Palantir, guys. We still have about 300 shares of Palantir somewhere, right? But yeah, 290 shares of Palantir, plus I have another. So I have about 350 shares of Palantir still left. The only thing I'm expected at this point on Palantir is, do I get a split? Palantir has gone up a lot, guys. It's already done its mission there, okay? So I think this morning we are going to look very good. Now, as far as NASDAQ goes and all the geopolitical things, I'll tell you something. I'm quite happy to just leave town until next week and see what's going to happen. Right now, I hope I'm going to continue doing a big bang bong, big profit on those AMD trades, because we stand a chance to make probably $50,000 to $100,000 with my family on AMD. So we'll see. These are the calls that I called yesterday in the private VIP room. Those were the, so you can see, if I click here, see there's no bullshit somewhere here. View the trade. You can see that the trade was taken yesterday at 9:46 a.m. We took the 115 calls on AMD, and there's 2 calls left. There's 10 days to expiration, and this is a double. So when the market will open and you go from 126 close to 129 on AMD, those calls will have double. So this is I think between this little swing trading accounts plus the $328,000 account on the retirement account, stand a chance to make truly $50,000 to $100,000 on AMD. It's possible if we reach my target 155 to 200 on this cycle between now and the midterm election 2026. Okay. So we'll see. Palantir, on this little account, I still have 25 shares, but this is, look, this is late cost basis entry 134. On the retirement account, the cost basis on Palantir is $19.50 to $21 using the power indicator. And that's it. So let's see how everything is going to work this morning, but it looks like it's going to open pretty good. Now, let's look at the, I'm going to move this, the trading, the prop firms and the stuff like that, since that's what you'd like to hear as well. I don't know, we're going to see how the market opens. Let's look at the ranges together. And then Travis, you can confirm some of the ranges you're looking for today. So let's move the $28,000 retirement positions out. You can review the stream from last week on the live stuff about the Wealth Wednesday. Since I'm not going to do a Wealth Wednesday, I will be out of town. I'm leaving tomorrow, as a matter of fact, and I will be back next Monday. So our next stream will be next week. So we are going to look at the power indicator now after we looked at AMD, and we are going to look at the NQ. So let's look at this NQ, and we are going to start all over again clean. Remove all the drawings, remove the power scanner, and just focus on the chart. So for everybody, if you look here at the beginning of the cycles, it was about 2023, well here. So the lows here, which was the high here, which is the 2021 high, have been held perfectly so far. All right. Now we are in the overvalued territories at 83% chance of selling. All right. This is where the market and the indicators that have been extremely accurate and helpful for us and patented, and not the usual AI stuff. So now, if there is good news from the Middle East, there might be a blow up top coming here, right there at the top of the calculators, and that would be roughly the 23,003. I don't think we are going to go there. I think we are going to struggle the 22.5. So let me write some numbers for you, because if I use the zoom, we are going to crash. So 22.5, 23.4 is the blow up top of the cycle. Now the retracement area on the cycle going into the summer is 20,700. At one point, I don't know when, we are going to retest this 20,700, 20,500. We are going to retest that block right there, right? That is what I call the big picture. It's not trading for today. But if you trade like a chess player with the big picture in mind first, then it's very helpful to put your game plan. For instance, I've already in the retirement portfolio turned the portfolio into a 70-30, 70% long with some SPXS short, so I have some delta neutral, and 30% cash. As we approach the end of July, I'm probably going to be at a 60-40. And I hope that this August, September will have a little bit of a reset in the market, because those are the weakest months traditionally on the Traders Almanac. They are the weakest month, period. The July and August, right? I already warned you that mid-June there would be a retracement, and there was a big sell-off into the Israeli thing. And most importantly for me is I sleep better at night. The market goes up, the $328,000 keeps on making more money. The market goes down, I have 40% in cash with $130,000 that I can add into my AMD, my Palantir, my Coinbase, all the stuff that I have great cost basis. So this is the big picture. Now, let's go into the small picture, and then Travis can jump in, and we're going to go for that into a 15-minute chart NASDAQ, and we are going to have the two power indicators side by side for today. So right now you can see, if I take, we have a bunch of high and high here at 22,125, right there. See, we keep on rejecting. So look at my pen. This is a low, this is a low, this is becoming high, this is a high, this is high. So we are going to look at the 22,125 area as a resistance for the morning. Now on the support side, we have the high below the open of yesterday around the 22,000. So we know 22,000 is a psychological area. They are going to hold it. But if they look for liquidity this morning, they are going to try to dump the 22 because they are fishing for stops, and they would go to the power indicator next one, which is 947. So this 947 is where, if the longs are going to hold the range, 947 to 975, 980 is the entry zone this morning, right? If it fails, it's game over. We go 21.8 and we go 21.7 very, 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 very fast into the block division, left and right calculator. And that's pretty much the way you have to look at the market this morning. So let's repeat. We have minor highs resistance at 22,125. We have a liquidity block that could take the round number and stops fishing all the way to 21,942. Buy. Up to the 20,975 buy. If that block failed, SPY fell, SPX fell, it's all the way down to 825 and 725. It's going to go very, very, very fast. Now, if we banter sideways for the summer, not the summer, for the next 2 weeks until we figure what happened with Iran, geopolitical, and the earnings, then we are going to banter 21,940 to 22,130 to 22,500, and if we have the blow up top is 23,400. After that, take your parachute, be prepared for nasty corrections for August and September. They are the weakest month on the Trader's Almanac for the past 30 years. So I hope it's helpful, everybody. I tried to show you the market from above, from a drone perspective, and then from a combat in the trenches perspective with the 15-minute chart and the power indicators. We are going to prepare for attack. I want my coffee.
Yeah, Mark, I can jump in just real quick just to see what I'm seeing. I'm pretty close to your levels here on the day with the power indicator levels. We do have a double red dash. That's the institutional levels on our power indicators. Have a double red dash. One is at 130. The other one is at 175. We have the division of our probability calculator at 170. And that is all the volume point of control is 175 from yesterday. Volume area low is 150. Volume area high is 22,200. So that whole 22,150 to 22,200, that whole area has some major resistance up there. And then on the downside, yeah, we do have that 22,000. Yesterday's open at 014. Friday's volume point of control right around the 22,000. But then we have a major level on the power indicators at 21,900. So kind of looking at that 21.9 as probably support for today. We do have double red dashes for support much lower at the 21,500 area. So big support down there, but for today, looking closer to that 21.9 as the daily support.
So let's go here and let's do our block on SPY now. SPY 602, right there, division. SPY right there, 597.50 area. We need to get out of this SPY BS here. So we need to get out of the SPY divisions. I'm going to compress bonds. Oh, actually, I have an eye on the crude, guys. I'm not going to look at the bonds today. I'm going to look at the crude, and I'm going to look at the VIX. So VIX is still above the 20. I want to watch that. Huge support on the VIX here at this 18 area. I'm going to look at the resistance on the VIX here at this 22, 23 area, which is all those divisions on the calculators, guys. And there's a minor one here at 21. We'll look on the VIX. And there's a minor support right there. I want to look on the VIX as well. So I have an eye on the VIX. We have an eye on the SPY 602.99. We need to manage our AMD options as well, because this is going to be a double our money. If you guys are happy with your double and you were in the live room yesterday and our private group, take the money. Nothing wrong with taking the money. We're going to remove all the drawing here of the gun box from yesterday. We're going to put a line here. We have a huge problem here, 136, 127, high, lows. So we're going to keep an eye on that. We have a block, huge block here after the 130, that is the 220 to the 175, right there. Then we have the block below. So liquidity trap, in my opinion, is below the 22,000, and then is at this red dash, Travis, the 937, 950 area. It would take this low, this intranight low, take here, back up. So this is potentially all your area of accumulation this morning. If the longs come back, which is roughly this 21,944 to the 21,990, this is your accumulation area. Okay, so everything in between you need to be very careful. Trading micros, be very, you don't want to be chop in the middle of the gray box. It's a 50% area. You don't have a lot of edge, right? Let's see if it can drip. We're still above the 7 a.m. So this is, so long we're above the 7 a.m., it's not completely weak either, Travis.
No, I agree. It's been holding that all morning, actually.
Mm-hmm. So long, say, write that down. It's called the tone of the day. If you stay above 9:30 and 7 a.m. price, it's a positive tone for the day. If you are below the 7 a.m. or the 9:30 price action, it's a negative tone for the day. And that alone, that little tidbit is so powerful. No matter what, whether you use our power indicator or not, it does not really matter. It is a very, very powerful trick, very powerful trick that will help you in your trading. Okay. So, so far the payouts for the month have been about $28,000. $28,000 has been my payout for the month. I am starting to try the TraderFi straight to funded. So I will let you know about that, how good, how bad. But generally speaking, I am not a big fan of resetting account. I'm not a big fan of paying for account. I think it's a good rule for you to genuinely pass the account, work and pass the account. Because number one, you have more practice time, you become a better trader. And number two, you really keep your costs down. If I was to only do straight to funded account from TraderFi or reset the take profit account at $1,400, do you know, like before you know it, You spent $10,000-$20,000 in evaluation for the month. It's stupid. Okay. I mean, unless you are sure you are going to get a reasonable rate of return on your money, it's stupid. Okay. So this is why I mixed the Pro Plus live account that they give me for payout, my own accounts on the options. So let's see what the options are doing at the
Order filled.
The open. Let's see what happens here. So let's see. So the options this morning. Let's see what happens on the AMD options here quickly. So we bought them at 790 yesterday. You can see here for people who were not with us in the private group, we bought them at 9:46 a.m. for $7.90. They are $13.37. So it's a double. You double your money in 24 hours, right? Which is pretty cool. Yeah. We still have almost $1,000 open on those. This is real money. This is real account. This is no monopoly. So this is why I mix the options, the stock with my money, and then the retirement account for tax efficiency and asset protections, and then mix it also with the futures and the prop firms for scale of income. This is really what I call the scale for income thing, right? This is going pretty high already. We're retesting this 125 soon. I want to see if they come and start selling this 125, Travis. This is the open range high from yesterday as well. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, big push off the open there.
Yeah, you got to be patient, guys. You know, me, I'm kind of simple these days, especially because as I'm getting older, I try to keep the process as simple as possible. I trade 7 a.m., 11 a.m. After 11 a.m., I don't put any trades anymore. I look at the markets. If I do trades in the afternoon, I'm a scalper. I scalp 6 points, 10 points, 20 points, 30 points. I'm a scalper. But in the morning, I try to get 1 or 2 good trades, 2 losers, 3 trades, I'm out. I'm done. 3 winners, I'm done. 3 losers, I'm done. It's my rule of 3. You know, and then I go play golf. I take care of my businesses. You know, that's it. You don't want to be attached to that thing all day long. I'll tell you, you don't want that. So we went to 109. That was a short there. This 109 was a short. Let's see what they do. This is the open. Confirm the open, Travis. 62.
64. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe they do one more high towards the 6 p.m. open or the 125. Let's see. I think people were nervous with Trump coming back, you know, yesterday. They seem to sell that 80 so far. The problem here is I have the power trend box up, I have the cloud up. Let's see the volume indicator. Yeah. Going to wait. So I'm going to, if I do trade, I will put the eval first this morning, which I have to connect with you. I don't know even which account you're connected to. Hold on. Let me look my connection. I don't even know which account I'm connected to. Trade of 8. Which trade of 8 is this? Which prop firm is this? This is 1297, 1297, 1297. No, I want, I don't know which one I want, to tell you the truth. Cannot see my accounts now. I have them compressed. Well, it's connected to one of the trade-away. Well, I guess I'll figure it when I trigger the other, one of the take profit accounts. So I'm going to also open my live account, but this will be the last one if I use it. I'm curious to see if the crude is coming back or continue. This crude doing nothing is really interesting here. I kind of like this crude area at 71. Are they going to push it back to 77? You know, the crude staying low indicates that they think that the conflict in the Middle East is working in the favor of the all U.S. Israel side than deteriorating. So watch very carefully the crude oil if there's a supply choke or whatever. Right now, so far, this crude is not moving. Also, if you are going to play the crude, play the minis, the MCLQ5, it expires in July. MCLQ5. I am really tempted to take a short, but the cloud does not give me the signal for the short. The power trend box is still net buyers. The volume indicator, on the other hand, is kind of doing nothing here. See, I'm looking here on the right side, guys. It was net buyer coming back at the open. It's not doing much here. I'm wondering if we are going to slam the 947 at one point here.
Order filled.
I took a short NQ, but see, you guys don't see it. It's not the right account. Hold on. See, I have so many accounts, I'm sorry.
Order filled.
Let's try one of the, it's not the right account.
Order filled.
Eventually, you'll have the right account. 609.
Order filled.
Okay, now we have the right account. So we're going to put a stop loss at 150 on that short.
Order filled.
What did I do? Oh, I know what happened. Sorry. Hold on one second. They reset it. My entire dome has been reset. So all my settings has been screwed. PNL and ticks. Limit order left. Jesus.
Order filled.
So now a short again. Do I have a stop loss somewhere? Yeah, I have one at 36. We're going to leave it here. We're going to kind of observe the market in that range. Remember, I'm not a big fan of that short yet because the volume indicator is still strong. See, net buyers, net buyers, net buyers, net buyers here. So let's see how they maneuver the 22,000, 22,140. I might have to get out here and take the L for 20 points for $40. We'll see. We are 6 minutes from the open range too, and this is where we'll start feeling a little bit more the ranges. I'll be right back. I'm going to do a coffee, I'm going to go wide today, guys. I'm going to go wide. But I'm going against the volume indicator. I'm not really. Not the best. This is not an open price here, Travis, is it? 22,070?
No, 64 is the open.
They're holding the open so far.
Yeah, I just kind of retested it there.
I wonder if the crude long is a trade here, guys.
Yeah, this 80 is very sticky. It's fighting it right now.
There's two areas for the crude that I am interested in, people. 71.50 long here, and the 70.75 long on the crude. Look, the crude is flying. The crude is flying, guys.
Order filled.
I'm getting long crude. I'm slowly getting long crude with the micro crude long.
No, something's going on.
Yeah. And now look at my short. Look at the short now. It's making money. So let's make sure that our target is where our analysis was. This is 850 now. We want here, right there to the power indicator on 950. So far, we are up 20 something points. I'm long crude as well. We might add a short into this thing. The volume indicator is not breaking down though, Travis. But something.
No.
Do you expect a report there coming?
Yeah, I'm looking right now. There is a 10 a.m. Business inventories and housing market index, so some minor numbers. There was nothing just now, so I'm not sure what that flip was.
This is 25 points on the micros here. I'm going to move my stop now to the 125, tightening up the stop. I am long crude as well, guys. Long crude. I don't like that we are sitting at 600 SPY here. I don't like that we stay at 600 SPY for the longs. I don't like that we're sitting at 6,000 SPX there. You have to be careful if this thing starts puking. What are the cryptos showing here? Yeah, they are not doing anything. I'll be right back. You know my positions. It's in front of you. It's good for 35 points now. Okay? 35 points. So let's see how we manage. $40 points. This would be an NQ, a full NQ. It's $800 right there. I'm going to add
order filled.
one long on the crude. I am long crude with the prop firm accounts, and I am short NASDAQ. I'll be right back. Travis, can you pilot the thing? Maybe I should, you know what? I should do the sensible thing before I leave, since I have all this money now. We're going to go at the MNQ. This is, I still don't have the right account, man. This is the weird stuff. Oh, here. We're going to start moving that stop loss to the 101, and I keep on tidying up that stop loss. That stop loss needs to be in the dome. All my domes are screwed up. I don't know why. I just don't know why. What's going on? Ooh, something is happening with my dome. What's going on with my dome? PNL, show estimated PNL. Oh, here we go. Last. Okay. Okay, let me go in the dome now. I don't want to lose this profit. As a matter of fact, I might short one more. If there was not the report, I would have shorted one more. But the report is coming. You said there's a report, right?
Yeah, in 15 minutes, so there's a little bit of time, but yeah. Report 15 minutes.
I'm not giving back 30 points. So we're going to put the stop now at 20 points right there. It might take me, and I have all other short in other accounts as well.
Stop filled.
Taken 20 points. 20 points, and I was up 40, so I should have probably taken it at the 25 there. That was a good one. I'm still long the crude, guys. I'm still long the crude. I'll be right back. First trade, 20 points, and he was up 40 points at one point. Travis, it's all yours. I need a 5-minute break, and I need my coffee. So we continue trading for as long as we can, but not too long. We'll have to go by 11:30. There's so much to do before I leave tomorrow. What happened with the options on AMD right now? Oh, wow, they double. Look, the options have doubled. So they are 14.50 now, the options. So bought them at $10, 790. So that options alone, it's really nice. Did 630 bucks. Bought it yesterday with the guy in the private group. 115 calls, 790. They are 1490. Let me see. IMRX. No, I'm not doing much. 233. Okay. I'll be right back. First trade of the day was a short. It was up 40 points. I took 20 points profit. Now we are waiting for the reports to pass. And that's how you do it patiently. 1 bullet, 2 bullets, 3 bullets, go play golf. I'll be right back.
One thing I do want to say is the volume trend, or not the volume trend box, but the power trend box. If you look at that on the right-hand chart, at the top of the screen there, you have the power trend box for the MNQ. Has an up arrow now in the short-term trend. However, that was sideways just a moment ago when Marc's trade was in the money, 40 points. So somewhere right around there, maybe that 050 level. Right now, it just switched to sideways on my chart. It didn't switch to sideways on Marc's. It's flagging right here. It just went back to up. So this 055, yes, now you can see it went to sideways on Marc's chart. So this 055 area is a huge decision point, key point for the trend box, going from up to sideways here. volume indicator is slamming back down. You can see that on Mark's chart. That's hooked back down and now pointing back down. Still up on the higher than it's open, so it's still trending up and just a pullback on that trend up. But there's some things that are kind of shaky here in the indicators. Really no edge either way at this point. NASDAQ is fighting the open right here, 64. Let's see who wins. So far, it's holding it as a resistance. Let's see how long that lasts. All right, so NQ is regaining the open, now pushing up above that. So see if they can push up towards that 125, 175 resistance. Now here, going into the report. See if we can have an opportunity to short up there.
Guys, I gave you the long crude. It's making money. My long crude is making money right now. Long crude, guys, is making money. Look at the crude. The crude is going out of the range. I am 5. I'm going to add 1.
Order filled.
Oh, no, that's the MNQ. Wrong trade.
Order filled. Order filled.
I am long 6 MCLQ5 crude long, guys. So we made 20 points. We were up at 1.40 points, 20 points booked on the MNQ first trade. I am in the crude trade. It's making almost $300 right now. And it's annoying because in this account, I wanted to get long the crude. And by following these steps and re-enter your order, which steps? Apparently, there's a data issue for me to trade the crude on the Live Pro account. Take profit has not been good lately with.
Is that a separate data feed you need to pay for?
Filled.
Guys, I'm adding to my crude long. What?
I was just asking if it's a separate data feed that you need to pay for or something on the Pro Live.
I don't know. Hold on. How can I show you this crude long? Let's go here, I guess. I support MCL micro, and let's connect it to the right prop.
It was already on there
294.
when you just switched to it.
Oh, it's there? Okay, cool. Sorry. It's right there. Look, you can see my long crude trade that I have been talking about. So I'm long the crude trade. We made 20 points on the NASDAQ. Let's see what happens. It almost reached target 72.50 on that crude trade. Long 8 micro crude trade. And I'm probably going to look for another short again in NASDAQ around, if we can get the 22,125 after the report. I want to buy NASDAQ, but I want to buy NASDAQ 943. Okay? I want to buy NASDAQ, but NASDAQ 943. The easier trade and the most relaxed trade so far is the long crude. See, I'm making $300. 323. Let's go.
Order filled.
I just added one contract. I'm long 9 micro crude. The NASDAQ is very compressed this morning. This is why I'm going to crude. Look at this is a fairly easy $346 here. And that annoys me because I wanted to be long on my crude as well on the Pro Plus account, but somehow they want me to pay for data. I don't know. There's some market data missing. Okay, let's go on the dome and let's start trailing some of those crude trade so we don't give it back. We have 9 longs. We are going to start putting the stops here at 709. 1, 2, 3, 4. For here, and we are going to trail 5 very close at 19 here. So all my trades are now in the money, no matter what. Look, you can see all my stop loss. Now I am in the money. It's a free trade. We are going to keep some of that $200, $300 on the micro long crude. I would like to see the target on the power indicator 72.55 reach, 72.55 reach, but I don't know how far the pullback be. Maybe I should drop it a little bit. I don't like to move my stop loss, but I'll move it here at 72.14. Still in the money, but a little bit room to breathe the 72.55 target on the long crude. So NASDAQ is doing that shit, up, down, very compressed, up, down, zebra. It's staying between a lot of our blocks in the power indicator. It's a no trade zone for me. I had a trade zone, I had a go zone on crude, and I did a quick 20-point profit with you on the micro NASDAQ. This is my second trade. That means I'm probably having 1 or 2 trades left in my tank for the day and I'm done. That's what I do, guys. I trade 7 a.m., 11 a.m. We'll do a lot more stream when I come back next week. But right now, I'm going in vacation tomorrow until next week. Yeah, see, there's a pullback. They might take me here. Hopefully not. What's that support here? This support 72.08. But I like the higher low on crude here. Probably going back into the 75 area at one point. Yeah, Patty, good morning. It's good to see you guys. It's good to see everybody.
Stop filled.
So they took me the first one. So we're going to we'll leave the other one, the other last four.
Stop filled.
They took the entire thing. So $181 at the end on the crude. I'll take it. Yeah. It's probably a re-entry there. I probably will re-enter, but smaller size now that we have the profit. If they go 72.05 now, but you said there's a report. Now that might have been the report.
Yeah, it just came out.
Oh yeah, okay. Hopefully I don't get in trouble with take profit because you're not supposed to be in trade 1 minute. Here we go.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm back into it and I'm going to put a stop. Since I have profit now, I'm going to put a stop loss at 71.80 and here 71.80. I'm risking $100 out of the $290 I just got, so it's worth it. So I'm back long into it. So let's go NASDAQ now. Let's observe what the NASDAQ does, which is a bunch of nothing, right, Travis?
Yeah, it's fighting with 100 now.
The open range high is 11.
Yeah, 110. Yep.
It might go down now. This market is doing nothing right now, guys. It's a no-go yet for the NQ trade. The only way you can trade this is the way I did it before, which is 1 or 3 micros, very wide stop loss. Otherwise, you are going to be in, out within 5 points. Does that make sense on the feed? Yes or no? This range is terrible. This range is like a 30-point range. Does that make sense? 28-point range, to be exact. If you look at the ATL, past 14 bar, 28 points. So, not great, right, Travis?
Nope, not great.
Yeah, you have been quiet. You have not traded yet anything.
No, yeah, no. I really wanted to wait for extremes. I really wanted, if we're going to short, I want to see it get up to the 125, 175 area.
Right.
We haven't gotten it. We haven't gotten an opportunity to buy either.
So first trade was 20-point profit on NASDAQ on the short side. The second trade was long the crude, which was below the $200 profit. And now I am back in the crude and I'm losing $60 on the second crude trade. Let's see what happens. I think my stop loss here is critical, like right there, see, 77. I might even buy a little more there. We'll see. I don't like to buy and add to trades that don't go my way. That's called DCA. It's never a good idea. See, if they go and slam me here, then I would have lost half of my profit of the previous trade, which is fine. That's what you want to do. If you have a little bit of profit, it's almost like giving you the green light for a second trade. Then you have some profit, it's giving you the green light for a little bit higher size, and then go in the dome and try to find those risk-free trade, especially on days like this where the NASDAQ is super tight yet. Yeah. Well, breaking the 80. Should we risk a short NASDAQ here while breaking the 80?
Yeah, I mean, it rejected the 100 area up there, so.
But I'm going to wait a little bit because we're close to the 10-15. Let's see what happens. But
Yeah,
this is the area to watch here. What's happening around this open range high there, which is 110, by the way.
right.
And my resistance for the day was more 130.
Right.
So the ideal trade would be sideways, sideways, sideways. It takes everybody's frustrated. Go up above this 125, 130, dump. Back here, everybody liquidity, everybody short, short, short. Boom, they get squeezed back to more. Going into FOMC, something like that.
Yep. And that's exactly what I'm waiting to set up to see if it actually happens.
I mean, at the end of the day, you trade what the market, what you see.
Yeah, you gotta trade what the market gives you.
Not what you think. But if I was behind Goldman right now, that's what I would do. I would banner, hold. And that's what they do here. See, banner, sideways. Smoke it back close to 130, 160. Fail the 6 p.m. Tank. Look for liquidity 940. Reconstruct for FOMC. Something like that. So analysis, guys, is one thing. It's critical. Without a map, without an edge with your tools and your allocation of capital, you are going to lose. But a lot of time you can be right in analysis, right in direction, and you execute poorly because trading is emotional management, it is money management, and it's also plan analysis management. So like they are doing exactly what I told you. They are going up here. I have a feeling I should have bought and add to this sweep down 71, 80, 71. Like I want to buy the crude around here. Look, I want to buy a little bit of micro crude long around here. Just in case shit hits the fan, you know? As a matter of fact, let me go on it. And I'm going to put a buy order at 71.45. And I'm going, it's funny, it's not showing. Why it's not showing on the screen? It's showing here, but it's not showing on my screen. That's weird. Am I on the wrong screen? No. Yes. Yes. See, if it stopped me here, that would be the next logical point for me, which would be here, here, here. and one here, a little more aggressive here. So I'm building the position. I want to be long 10 of those crude at one point. But because it's day trading, and it's like if it was my account, I don't care. I put them in and I come back next week and see what happens. I get stopped, I get stopped. They are doing exactly what I told you. Sideways, 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 crack the open range, go to the 60-30, go back down, dump it 30, finish the day on a dump, suck everybody to the liquidation area, tomorrow back up after FOMC. Interesting. By the way, I would absolutely not chase this 110, 160 area right now. Is everybody clear on the feed? It's me personally. Even the tools tells you up, up, up. I personally would not chase this area. But it's very possible it flies because we hold the 6,000 on SPX. We are holding the 600 on SPY. It is possible we fly. It's possible we take those lows here, and it's possible we go here. I doubt it, but I might be wrong. We need to show that this lower high right there. See, well, right on this lower high, Travis, and that's right on the open range. Everybody sees it in the feed? Quick yes, no? Trying to help you guys on the feed. And I have really a lot to do before I leave. Let's see what happened with my options on AMD. I like to double my money on small amounts invested. So let's see what happens. So let's look at AMD. So AMD stock is at 129.62. We bought yesterday the call at 770 and it is 15. All the guys who took that trade on the VIP group of the day trading zones on the mentorship area, you double your money. Good job. AMD call double. I know Scott took some, like ice cream. Who took it? Patty, did you take it yesterday? Chris, did you take it? Who took it yesterday? Their kiss. Any of you guys took that AMD call when I call it at 9:45 a.m. on the private group? It's double your money. 770, $15 this morning. Well, I'll tell you something. One thing that is certain. The prop firms are not going to double, triple your money initially. Okay? Initially, but over time they do. Like I had an incredible video I showed you on Take Profit where I invested $300 in one of the pro account and I ended up making $20,000 on it. Wow. And then they sent me to Pro Plus, right? And I still have that Pro Plus to today with a $7,251 equity, and I trade the damn account every day. Every day I trade the damn account. But usually what I do is I start by the evaluation account. I filled my assumption on the ranges, guys. And then I move to the valuable account, which is the pro accounts, the XFAs, all the funded accounts. And always last, I look at the best trade for the week for the live accounts. Okay? And then the same on my little swing trading accounts here. If I see something like I saw yesterday,
Stop filled.
I called the 7th. They stopped me on the crude, I guess. Where is it? That was somewhere. Somewhere. I have a bunch of orders on the crude here.
Was that one of your? Do you still have any trades in any
Field.
micros on the NQ?
Shit, I'm closing the wrong account. I just closed the wrong account on the crude. Hold on. You guys on that 592. I just closed the wrong account on the crude.
Order filled.
Let me reopen it. I'll go by 2.
Order filled.
I'll put my stop loss where I wanted to put it anyway, originally for the day here. And then we'll keep on buying here, and I'll have my 5 and 750 here. Yeah, I don't know what trigger. I have so many, it's not even funny. So the question is, why don't you use Replicanto? I use Replicanto, but I'm going to tell you that there is a lot of minuses to copy all your account. You know, I like to copy my evaluation accounts, and I like to group them. I have a strategy where I group them by batches, but it's not very smart to copy all your accounts. Because what the YouTubers don't show you, they come and you always see them with 10, 20 accounts. Number one, they rotate them all the time. And they don't tell you exactly how much they spend on eval, right? But second of all, when they lose all the accounts. It's not smart to copy all your accounts, guys. I'm telling you, they can tell you whatever they want. I have been doing this for 30 years. It is stupid. Like having evaluation and access to prop accounts money is only good for only one reason. Otherwise, I would do my own account all day long. The only reason you do prop firms, guys, is for diversification. Are we clear? Like I'm in the camera. It's diversification of risk. And diversification of risk is not using the copier for all the accounts. Are we clear, everybody? I also am trying to help you. The copier copying all your accounts is stupid. You kill the purpose of prop firms. If you come tomorrow and you see me copying all of them, then I am an idiot. Then what's the point? Why don't I take $50,000 of my money and go trade my own account? It's stupid. The only purpose of prop firm accounts, it allows you to rotate and go from prop firm to account to account when you have a bad trade or you tilt on one account. Does that make sense, everybody? Give me a quick yes, no. So don't fall into the streamers. Look, guys, I am old enough to be your father on a lot of you guys. Do not copy all your account. It's stupid. Travis, what's your take? Travis is younger than me, and he has a lot of experience as well. I'll be right back. I need to do a refill of my water and all my amino acid and shit. But Travis,
I'm actually going to short here because we're breaking back down below the opening range.
Yeah, this is the 120.
The 110, yeah. Well, I mean, we tested above tested 130 and rejected off of that. We're back down. I mean, we're basically testing the opening range high here, so probably preempting this a little bit. I want to wait.
I'll join you, and I'm going to put a stop loss at the resistance 60. Well, 56 as well. And let's see what happened to that trade. I'm going to push the target to the target of the analysis 962. And my long crude still not working. But remember, we made almost $200 earlier on the crude. And we already made 20 points also on the NASDAQ earlier on as the first trade of the day. Yeah, share with them the copier. Like I'm very, very passionate about the copier guys, especially the younger guys or the newer guys in the prop space, because you are going to accumulate a lot of evaluation. You are going to be very itchy doing this. Hopefully I don't show you my number. Using your credit card every time for paying for eval, and you'll be in debt with your evaluations. And that's not trading, guys. You are getting into the circle of gambling to be successful in the prop firm. And it's a terrible feeling, believe me. A lot of people, every time they think like I'm walking on water. I've gone through a lot of suffering, guys, to be where I am and do what I do. All the successful traders, like when I come like this and you look at, oh, how the fuck does he buy the 770 options and double his money in one day? You don't understand all the suffering, all the prep, all the work that has been done for 30 years. Does that make sense, everybody on the stream? You are not going to see any successful streamer be successful without the proportion of suffering to success is 90% to 10%. I repeat, for you to be a successful trader, and I have done this for almost 32 years. I started when I was 20, I'm 53. I know I look younger, look, on camera, although I don't shave lately, but I have 5 kids, so I talk to you like my kids, okay? The proportion for you to be successful in trading, the way I pay myself in the pro account, the pro plus account, $20,000, blah, blah, blah. The proportion of suffering, guys, to the proportion of success is going to be 90% suffering and 10% success. So when you have that success, it looks easy, but it's not easy. It's super hard, guys. It's super, super hard. So hopefully you understand. Hopefully I am straight up with you guys. But there's a lot of suffering that comes before you're successful as a trader. And even me, after all those years, I go every day and I trade time for money. I go and I have to fight. This is why also I am an entrepreneur. I have other assets. I have real estate assets. I own a software company. We do the trading in the live room. Like there is other source of income that you need to have in your life than just trading. Trading is so unpredictable that you never know when you make the money. You might come one day, you make $10,000, and you might lose $500 for the next 70 days. That's how trading is. It's very random. You cannot count on trading money for paying the bills. Travis, please jump in. You're a younger kid. I mean, younger than me. I'll be right back.
Yeah, as far as day trading, that is very true. It's very random. It's a grind. It's just an everyday grind. So when you're day trading, you definitely want to have another source of income. If you're depending on day trading, then for income, it makes it extremely difficult because the psychology always gets into play, and you become desperate for the money. And I'm saying this from experience. I had great difficulty my first few years day trading futures because I didn't have another form of income. And it was very tough for me to make money and be successful with it because I was desperate for the money. And you're focusing on your P&L rather than the trades themselves. So it's very difficult. As far as the copy trader, the trade copier, and multiple prop firms, I agree with Mark in some aspects, but I do disagree in others. I think if you have multiple accounts at multiple firms, then copy trading all of them, probably not a smart idea. If you're just with one prop firm and you have only a handful of accounts, then maybe it does make sense to copy trade those if that's the approach you want to take. That's what I do. I take that approach because I want to treat everything as one account. I have one futures prop firm account. I should say one futures prop firm that I use with multiple accounts. I have one options prop firm that I use. And and then you can always have a third as a backup. So, and I do have just on the update on this trade. So I am short 2 micros from 108 on the NQ September contract. I do have a take profit just below 90 at 87, so that'll be my first take profit on that. If we reach down there. When what Mark said about the purpose of prop firms and being able to rotate accounts and things like that, in today's world we do have that capability, but to me that's not the purpose of what a prop firm is. A true prop firm, the purpose of it is to provide you with capital for trading, right? So you only need one of those. You only need one account. You only need one firm. If you have a firm that gives you multiple accounts and you copy trade all of them and treat them as one account, it's kind of the same concept, because it's just capital to trade from the prop firm. In today's world, and there's a lot of these online prop firms popping up, make it very easy to gain access to money and capital to trade. And most of them aren't really true prop firms. So for those, yeah, you can rotate in and out of firms, rotate in and out of accounts. But for me personally, I don't want to play that game. I just want capital to trade, and I just want to focus on one account and trade that one account. So a little different from how Mark feels about that, but everybody's going to be different, and you got to do what works for you. That's in trading, that's in prop firm, that's in.
Travis, the trade starts working.
Yeah. I was just updating that I have.
It will not confirm until we break 62, guys.
Yeah, the open. Yep.
We need to break 62.
And I was saying that I do have a take profit at 87, so I'm going to take. I'm short 2. I'll take 1 before the open.
Yeah, we're up 10 points on the trade yet. What's happening on the crude trade? It's making money as well. We are up on the crude. We are up on the NASDAQ. We are up everywhere. That's good. Should we add another short here? That's the question.
Still not.
I just added 1 short. I want to build a position to 5 up to the 6 p.m. price if I'm right. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. and I am most likely wrong above the 125.
I was just going to say that, all the indicators are still indicating strength. So
I should have bought a shitload of crude there when it pulled back and kept my 5. Look, I have my resting orders. I have only 2. It's up $57. The trade that has been easy all day has been the crude.
Yeah, as far as NASDAQ, now we're coming up to retest the opening range high again as resistance. If it does reject that, that's definitely a time to add if you want to add into it.
Can I make my SPY trade a little bigger? Not really, because I'm not trading SPY this morning, but that's like this. Is that better, Alicia? Stop. You can see it goes from gray to gray again, my friend. 602, 598. As a matter of fact, the division is here. The division is here. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. And here's your block, Alicia. Cool. I'll tell you, if this market still sustains 6,600, they might squeeze, Like the short here, I like it less and less now. If it doesn't see this little down move there, like this, look, we just broke it. We just broke that little channel. I don't like when they break channels. I'm not a big fan of that. The crude trade is good. I don't know why on my Pro Plus account they don't let me trade the crude. That's annoying. I think.
Yeah, you're gonna have to contact them and find out what's going on there.
No, I know exactly what's fine. They want you to pay for the data, for all the data. I just like have a hard time figuring it. On my thing, I have to go to preferences.
Oh, right. It's a live account, Mark. Yeah, I mean, you have to pay for data on live accounts.
Here, update subscription. I have CME. Here we go. CBOT, right?
Yeah,
No. It's COMEX. Isn't it COMEX?
I'd have to look.
Isn't it the COMEX? Where's the crude traded? COMEX or NYMEX? One of the two. Can you please help me? Because I just need to pay for it and excuse my French, take profit and just pay it and get access because I'm missing great trades here on the Pro Plus account.
Well, just a Google search, their AI is saying that CL is associated with NYMEX.
NYMEX. What about the mini crude? Same NYMEX?
It should be the same.
Anybody in the stream? NYMEX, COMEX, it's NYMEX, right? I have CME here, CME group.
So this says that MCL trades on NYMEX/COMEX exchanges.
So it's NYMEX?
It says NYMEX or COMEX. Do you have two separate options for that?
I just want to know where the mini crude trades.
Yeah, NYMEX/COMEX is what this says. If those are separate options for your data, then I don't know which one you need to choose.
I'll try NYMEX and hopefully
looks like NYMEX is the.
Let me see if I can trade it now. It's so annoying, yeah. When you are in live account, they want, well, I guess.
You have to pay for data on live accounts anywhere you go.
Yeah, they're like, you're a big boy now, you can pay your data. But now I'm late on that trade.
Order rejected.
No, see, it's not taking it still. I guess I need the COMEX as well then. Well, I'm going to go back again. What a waste of time, man. Preferences, subscriptions, go to market data, update subscriptions. That is Crude out. Let's do this. Oh no. They don't let me uncheck that. So I guess this is what I have to pay then. Update subscription. Apparently you have to do NYMEX, COMEX on TradeOver.
Is it letting you trade it now?
Well, let me see. I don't know. Oh, and maybe I need to go out of there. Log out, go back in.
You need to refresh it.
Yeah. Let's see if they let me do it now. I think they will. I see it's not orange anymore.
Order rejected.
Oh my God, it still rejects me. Let me see.
Order rejected.
I need to call them because I see it's not orange now. Why rejecting? I missed a great trade on the Pro Plus account. Well, I am here with you guys long for the second time on the crude. So at least you know I have been looking for the longs on the crude. But it's not letting me. Why is that not sure? I'll have to call them. I'll have to call TradeOver. Now I pay all the data. I see it's not orange, and I'm still not able to place the damn freaking trade.
Order rejected.
Yeah, why is that? Go here. Go here. Yep. No. I'll have to do it when I come back from vacation. I'm not going to even bother today. I have so much to do. But this is something you need to have in front of your screen now, the crude. Because there's some days right now where the crude trades is going to be a lot easier, guys, than the NASDAQ trade. Look how NASDAQ is difficult this morning. It's not moving.
Yeah, it's just hanging there.
It's not moving this morning. Yeah. 1034. So we have a couple of indications at this point. We have the IBI at 34, we have the open range at 11, and we are slightly below, and we are still respecting the lower high trend line. So maybe the short will work.
And I just took my first take profit at 87. So now I'm short one.
You took one already?
Yeah, I had to take profit at 87.
Well, you're right. I am up 30 points now. I'm up 30 points. It just tanked. I'm just going to tidy up the stop. I'm not going to get out. I'm going to put one stop here at 05.75. And I'm going to put the other stop. I'm going to move the stop at 16. So guys, all I have done is give a little bit of room so that I have a runners and we can make decent money on those two micros. I'm going to cancel this, cancel that, and now all I have done is take the initial 1 hour risk, bring it down, but not to the point where I get out yet, in case it tanks. Everybody clear on the feed? Sometimes you just get stopped and you end up losing and giving back profit, but sometimes this is where you have a runner. So the smart thing usually is take one at least. Does that make sense? When you have your 30 points there, right? That's kind of why do I have orders everywhere here for some reason? We are going to cancel this one, cancel this one. We are going to take the first order around the open, which is the 65, and then we'll have a runner, and then we'll have runners. This is cancel. This is cancel. I'm cleaning house right now, and this is the target 965. So my entire game plan is on, and you can see on the right screen. We're up $88 still on it, but let's focus not on the money, but let's focus on the process, and that's it. By the way, I'm short also on I took a short on the live account as well. Short on the live accounts, guys. Live account has not gone anywhere this morning, really, to tell you the truth. After we close those trades, we'll be done for the day, guys. I have too much to do. I have to pack for tomorrow. I'm back next week. We'll do a lot more stream going forward, guys. Take advantage of the summer streams. I probably will try to come and help guys a little more beginning next week. And then we'll see, We trade no matter what with Travis or the private group in the morning, but I want to have a structure between 7 a.m., 11 a.m., helping you guys and then be done. So I can go at the gym, I can go play golf, I can go take care of my companies, my kids, my life. Because I have news for you. Each time you stay after 11 a.m. and you trade and you place trades, generally speaking, if you look over 10 years and you look over 1,000 of occurrences, you are going to lose money. It's not worth the time to stay after 11:30. Is everybody clear? Have you observed that? Anybody on the stream? Have you observed that over the years? That is not really worth the time, the money, to stay after 11:30 a.m. trading all day long. Until you realize that by yourself, You're not going to listen. And so a lot of traders, sadly, they learn by getting smacked in the face, or they learn by listening to others. I am the type of person in my life, I have been learning by getting smacked in the face. It's not fun, guys. Learn by listening to people who have been there, done that.
Well, the hard part about that is it's really hard for us to learn things without experiencing them. So for me personally, I listen to you all the time. I've been a student of yours for, almost a decade now, probably longer than that. And I still make plenty of mistakes because even though you told me not to do it, for whatever reason, I needed to learn it for myself.
Because you are like me, you're hard-headed. But there is two types of people: the people who learn listening and paying attention from others, and people learning from experience. Believe me when I tell you that this is the one place in the world you do not want to learn by experience. It will cost you a lot of emotional stress, it will cost you a lot of money, and a lot of time wasted. You want to really learn from people that doing it, have been there, done that, and be more receptive. And there's one thing that I always say: you cannot replace screen time. You need to put the time, guys, in front of the screen. You know, if you don't go in front of the screen, if you don't have that screen time is everything. We are at 32 points, 31 points still. It's not cracking, right, Travis?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's a little weaker, but yeah, not cracking.
My crude trade is going to target. So if we see the crude trade at 72.50, I'll take one and I'll keep a runner. Everybody clear on the stream? Give me a quick yes, no. Your likes, comments are appreciated. Don't forget, if you want to support the stream as well, and you take our favorite prop firm, which is Take Profit Traders, um, you know, if you use the coupon, it's appreciated. If you clear your cookie PPI, you have 30% off, and you have no activation fees. This company pays you on day one when you go above the buffer. I have plenty of experience getting paid with them. So you know me over the past, 20 years helping people. I don't easily promote firms, and that's the only one so far that I promote. Only one. You don't see for Apex, you don't see for Trade. Like right now is the only one. Eventually, I'll give you the other ones I know I get paid, but I want to give you the one that I know you get paid without the less headache, the less stress. Does that make sense? So if you use the code PPI, which stands for Probability Power Indicators, that'll be super appreciated.
Did just make a new low on this little recent downturn. Not quite to the open yet, but it's looking a little better. The VI is getting kind of whacked right now.
This thing is going to accelerate below 73, guys, and below 64. Write it down. That's where it accelerates towards the 22K. Otherwise, be careful. Ping pong, and then a squeeze. Like this 90, man, it keeps on coming back on that 90. Isn't it?
Yeah, 80, 90 is, I mean, of course it did poke above 100, so it was above there for a little while. So it's,
if I see this price above 95, I'm going to tie it up so that I don't lose money on this trade.
yeah, I already moved my the stop on my runner to break even, so
I'll be right back.
I'm not going to lose any more money in this trade.
Give me 2 seconds.
I don't think he saw that, Benito. It's funny.
Well, so far so good, right, Travis? It's still 35 points. It's just not cracking fast, guys. It's part of trading.
Yeah, being patient here.
You know, guys, a lot of times I put a bracket and I go run. I go for a run, a walk. Like I'm not watching every tick, you know. And I think this is very important. You get it like this, you know. So this is the 95. This is the point where I don't like the tape here. If it doesn't break a new low very soon here, this is the moment where I don't like the tape again. Remember, I told you this 95. This is the moment where I don't like the tape. This is the moment where I'm careful with the tape. Yeah, above 95, I don't like the long as much, so I think we need to get out of one. Don't you agree, Travis? Like I'm starting to not like this.
Yeah, no, it's back to a tough read. So, I mean, if it's not invalidated if it stays below the opening range high, but looks
Yeah,
like it's tested at least.
I got one out. I'm deleting that stop. I had the second stop at 16. I'm starting to not like that trade. I told you, see that you have to cut it very, very fast. Also, my profit on the crude has reached as well. So here's what we are going to do. Let's take the crude profit as well. So crude profit, we're going to take one right now because we reached the top of the probability power indicator, and I'm going to keep one runner on this one.
Order filled.
Okay, just took one of the profit on the crude. So that makes us profitable, nice for the crude for the day. You know, we did 3 trades on the crude, 2 were nice. One lost about 40 bucks. There was a transition. Still long one crude at 71.98. I have some resting orders to buy more crude at 71.40, 71.40, and the stop loss now at 71.25. So I am in accumulation long mode crude between 71.20 and 71.80, and I am still short one on the Nasdaq. But that short Nasdaq is not looking great. Nasdaq has been disgusting all morning, guys. And I am shocked that we still, if you look at all the trades we've made, they're all been positive on Nasdaq. The first one was 20 points taken with a 40-point max profit at one point. This one, the same. It was 35, 40 points at one point. You know, I just should have trailed one a little tighter, but I was looking at other things. So got a little bit distracted, but it's fine. You know, you don't lose money. You made a little money on a shitty range. You practice your skills. You're practicing the process, and then you pound it. Plus, I am on my way in vacation. Tomorrow I'll be back next week. I don't like to trade before vacation. I like to close the cashier positive or neutral and move on. Yeah. So we still have a profit on the crude going long. We still have a break-even type of trade going on MNQ still on the runner. I don't know if my stop loss is really at the right place. Seems to me the stop loss should be at 33, but I don't really want to give anything more and be done for the day on NQ if it takes me really. But it's not really a super logical stop loss. If you ask me, stop loss should be more like the hourly high here at 31. And my profit target should be on the red dash at 58. But as a matter of fact, it's not where it should be. It should be right there on the second red dash in case we tank. So I'm going to delete this one in case they tank quickly. And then you can see my bracket now. So buy stop, sell limit. I don't know why we have a sell limit here. Should be here. And now we are good. Everything is good in the bracket. Yeah, I don't like this trade right now. Look at the volume indicator. Net buyers are coming.
Pointing up.
Blue cloud. We have the power trend box with net buyers, net buyers, net buyers, net buyers. That could blow up in my face. Make the double top we discussed earlier on towards the 130, 180, and then tank towards 960 for FOMC and buy again. I think we are going to be in that range, 970, 950, 980 on the bottom, 21,980, 21,950 on the bottom. On the top will be at 22,500, guys, for July. And then remember, August, September, the worst month. Also, let's look at my options before I leave. See, the options are going down. It's probably AMD pulling back a little bit. What's pulling back here? Oh, this is this IMRX again. It's this IMRX. I was up 1,000. It just dropped 40 cents or something. Palantir is fine. Tesla, I probably want to get out of Tesla. Yeah, so I'll tell you one thing, guys. I'm going to get out of Tesla. I'm going to lower my Palantir before I leave in vacation. And if I get any pullback, 125, 127, I'll buy more AMD. Okay? So that you know. Now, on the AMD calls, 770, we were up double this morning. Maybe I should have taken one because 10-day to expiration. By the time you come back, you have less day to expiration, and then the time decay starts working against you. So I'll probably take one. So let me tell you some of the cleaning house I will do. I will get out of Tesla 320, 350 for the next few days and leading to July. I will get out of 15 shares of Palantir, 140, 150, keep 10 in case they split. And I'm monitoring this IMRX situation, which just flip on me by negative $500. Okay. See, this is live. Show you everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, that's what it is. So right now, the market goes back down, right, Travis?
Yeah, it rejected the opening range high.
And you can see that the tools have been perfectly accurate. They went to the top of the edges on the crude. I took one. Now they are selling off again. See, the crude, the tools are so freaking perfect. I should have gone out of 2 instead of 1. And it's coming back to my entry. I don't want them to slam back all the way to 71.40 for the day and give back that $20. By the way, NASDAQ is not doing crap. It's still at 95, Travis.
Yeah, it's still sitting here in this range that it's been in.
It's 11 o'clock, which is the time where I do not open any longer any new position for the day. So take a picture. Those are my positions, guys, for the day. Okay? Position for the day. You have the stop loss. You have the target. You have the add on the crude. You have everything. Take a picture because in about 5 minutes, I'm out of there for the rest of the day. and we'll finish by our theme song. I really want to do more stream when I come back and refine those with a lot more words of my journey over 30 years trading. Those were few words I was playing with it, but there's a lot more I want to say in a song and that I went through as well. The cryptos, let me see the cryptos. I have an eye on my altcoins. This is such a waste of time. It's such a waste of money. I still have $23,000 left on this. This is going to, with $10,000 in cash. This is going to go back in a futures account and into the options account. I need to focus on what I know instead of playing a crap that does not even work right now. See what I mean? So we're at 23. I don't know if you can see, but I am not going to. I'm not going to keep this stuff. It's it. It is what it is. By the way, you can see also my position, $12,000 invested now, and some of the positions, and at the top, the 23,000. So not really doing anything, and a huge risk that I don't want to take for the summer. I skip the crypto. Okay, guys, the Nasdaq starts working a little bit. If we can break the 70 there, this Nasdaq trade might go finally. We're up 20 points on it. Well, while we do that, we are going to, while you observe, take a picture of everything, guys, and we'll take it from there. I mean, started to look better, right? What do you think, Travis?
Yeah, I mean, it's no different. It's got to retest the open first and really break. It has to break down below the open before I get too excited about it. Right now, it's just still in this range. The VWAP is at 72, right where this low is. Okay, well, we just made a new low. I like it a little better now. It might hold here, though. Hasn't broken the open yet. Hasn't even retested the open yet. That was kind of, 67. That was kind of a retest of the open. Might not be bad to move the stop up now, to that 95 or just above the 90. Be a tight stop, but.
Well, I would not be stupid to start going on the dome at this point in case they flip it back above 95 again. So I'm going to do that. I am also on the Pro account, Pro Plus, the live account. I am short as well. So, okay, we are going to do that because I'm sick and tired and I have to leave soon. And it's really to help you guys. This is 40 points. A lot of YouTubers, they go 5 points, 10 points, 12 points, 15 points. This is already over 20 points. So we're going to trail one. We're going to trail one now in profit at 91. We are going to trail the other one at 0175. And I'm going to cancel all those stupid orders that do not belong. And 962 target. I don't have a second target. And the first target we said should be around the open, which should be 64, right? 64.
Correct, 64 is the open.
Well, we'll put 46. Oh no. I need to bracket off 46. Sorry. Here. Oh, it did it again. Bracket off. My bracket is playing with me this morning. Here we go, 46. 46 is kind of this area right there. 36, 46. Yeah. Well, we made money nice on the crude. Now we have trailed tight on those 2 MNQs. So let's see where it goes. We're up 20 something points on them. And I am short also on the live accounts. Those live accounts are not doing. You know, if I can make $400 to about $2,000 a day, I'm happy. Per account, you know, that's the goal. $400 to $2,000. If you can make $400 a day times 20 accounts for 6 months to a year, it's $1 million payout. That's why it's important to know the math. Know your math. Here we go again, close to the 90. Travis just doesn't want to break the open this morning so far, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it's holding it.
I'm back at the 92. Why it's not taking
Stop
me?
filled.
Yeah, he took me one. So he took one in the money. And where's the other one? Did he took both? I don't see the trade anymore. Did he take both? I think he took me. He took me in profit on both, guys. He took me in profit on both. What happened? I was short. At least one. Let's put it back.
Order filled.
We'll put the one back. We have the target we're going to eliminate. That's the runner. And we're going to put the stop loss at 6 back at where it was. At 16 on the runner. Here we go. That's the runner. We made money on the first one. But this is not a good tape. This is like so super tight, isn't it, Travis?
Yeah, it is. It's a tight range. Like I said earlier when we were getting down there, I wasn't getting too excited about it because just holding that level.
Yeah, this tape is not moving, guys. We did a couple of good trades, guys. Look at them, learn from them. There's a lot of gems. I got to go. It's the magic time, 11 a.m. We will be back next week. Let's finish with our little AI music. I hope you appreciate everything. Your likes, comments are appreciated. And again, supporting the feed with the PPI discount code on your Take Profit account is appreciated. Love you all. I will be back next week. The option account finishes. Oh, it keeps on going down. 160. Something is it the IMRX trade? It's probably AMD pulling back now. AMD is pulling back a little bit. I will probably get one of those options out and keep the other one through next week, everybody. Okay. They are preparing for FOMC. So this is interesting because if this is pulling back, are we finally going to crack a little bit or not on NASDAQ? NASDAQ is holding the open extremely strong this morning, guys. Extremely strong so far. Okay. I love you all, everybody. And let's go with our little music, I guess. Here.
Yeah, don't forget FOMC tomorrow, 2 p.m. and the press conference 2:30 p.m. And then market is closed on Thursdays. Futures are only open half day. They close at 1 p.m. on Thursday. So just be aware of that. Early don't trade on Thursday.
Everybody,
never ever give up. I almost let go 1,000 times. Traded my sleep for a shot at consistency. Blood and tears fell through long, lonely weeks. My dream kept me going when I felt too weak. Whoa, never give give up through blood, tears, and success. I am the unknown best YouTube trader, here to share, help me trade past to pay out. Together and invest in assets that produce income together. Thinking way differently, we are experienced traders, helping traders through the mountains. The journey of being a profitable trader. Never ever give up. I almost let go 1,000 times. Traded my sleep for a shot at consistency. Blood and tears fell through long, lonely weeks. My dream kept me going when I felt too weak. Whoa, never give up through blood, tears, and success.